Hey y'all, hey, it's Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Happy Monday, y'all, from Houston, Texas, y'all. So you can see I'm not in my same office. I'm not in my same get up. I'm just here in Houston, Texas, having a good old time. Rodeo 2024, success, y'all, success. But let me stop and not continue to go on before I start y'all out with the positive vibes of the day. All right, because I say it's gonna be a what?
Wake up early, go rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Hey.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Gals over
Wake
there
up,
dancing, y'all.
today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up,
Deb over there
today's gonna be a
dancing,
good
y'all.
day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up,
Houston, Texas, y'all.
set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication.
Hey, Fancy. Hey, Brandilla.
Wake up.
Listen, I'm in Texas with Fancy, and she's still on the live. I love it. Debbie getting ready to get on too, and she's right next to me.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
But guess what?
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
I'm at
Today's gonna be a good day. Life ain't easy though. I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season.
Hey,
yo.
Daryl
Times
Doe,
are bad,
holiday,
times are
long
I
time.
always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo.
Negative thoughts
poison me
right here in Houston, Texas, y'all.
I'll never stop unless I
Exactly, Deb. Tell her to go lay
in
down.
my head when I'm lost.
Hey, what?
So I'ma fake it till I make it.
Positive. Hey, Val. She's sitting
I
next
got
to me
patience.
too.
One day at a time, that's how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation.
Hey,
Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation.
Hey.
I know that I like to do it cause of sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect
No,
greatness.
I didn't move, Doc. Why y'all? You the second person that asked if I moved.
Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
I was just in New Jersey doing my live
day.
like
Wake
text
up. Today's
everyone
gonna be a
on
good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.
I still live in my same state. I'm city hopping, y'all. If you followed me, you would know that, y'all. Hey. Oh, how you do this? Cause, yeah. All right. Oh, I gotta tell them about our rodeo stories, right? Because I have not been live since we've gone to the rodeo. Oh, wait, before I do this, let me go here real quick, y'all, because
Laughing at Fancy K's response, hashtag VIP, baby.
Yes, Fancy. You know I was getting ready to go there. So y'all know that this is Coffee with Friends 2024. I know this is a Doc Holiday. You were the second person that asked me if I moved. The first person I didn't even respond to because, I feel like I post so much. I really, really do. I post so much content. Like Coffee with Friends podcast, City Hop. So this was the Rodeo 2024 trip. I flew in here on Wednesday. I'm heading home tomorrow. I still live in my same state, but I am traveling state to state for those that support me. Right. And for Rodeo 2024, let me share with y'all the experience we had with Rodeo 2024. Yes, y'all, we pulled it off. We said we were going to do Rodeo 2024 and we did it. Okay. Now, unfortunately, we were unable to get tickets to the concert because nobody wanted to spend $200 to see Lainey Wilson. I mean, I like her. right? But that wasn't what I was there for. I was only there for the experience, the vibe, to see, the roping and bull riding and stuff like that. But what they do, they're very smart. They incorporate the bull riding and the roping and stuff like that in with the concert. So if you don't have concert tickets, you can't see that part of the show. I didn't care. I do want to see bull riding, but they come to Madison Square Garden in January. But what I did get was what I couldn't get from Madison Square Garden that I got from here is if I go to Madison Square Garden, it's just rodeo stuff in New York City. The difference is that going to the rodeo and spending time in the carnival, it was a whole culture thing. I mean, it didn't matter what you were, white, black, tree bark ethnicity. It didn't matter what you were. Everybody was out there enjoying the culture and you felt it, and it was so good. And I had such a good time. And I'm so glad that that's something that I could tick off the box. I'm happy with that. But let me tell y'all, getting to the rodeo, okay, was, hey, mother, a nightmare with the traffic. Well, getting to the rodeo wasn't so bad, but the nightmare of parking was horrible. So let me just say, Officer Wallace over there. Okay, so y'all got to see Officer Wallace. Okay, that is Valerie Wallace. You know, our girl Val, also known as Looks to Envy. Okay, we drive into the parking lot because we tired, and Debbie is like, Miss Val, can you flash your badge? So Valerie was like, yeah, ask for courtesy. So we pull over into the parking lot, right? The rodeo parking lot, like the main parking lot where they wasn't letting nobody park. You had to have special passes. She pulls into the spot and she was like, hi, officer, my name is Officer Valerie Wallace. She flashed her badge and she was like, I'm from New York State. We've been driving around for a really long time. Where can we park? She said, can you extend me a courtesy? He said, pull up to the next officer. We get up to the next officer. It's a black man. I was like, woosah, we might be in this bitch. But I still wasn't sure, because it was real crowded, that parking lot. And I was like, they probably going to be like, get the fuck out of here. She did the same thing. Officer, I'm from New York State. My name is Officer Wallace. Can you extend us courtesy? He fucked with her for a minute. He was like, we don't fuck with New York State. Hey, Ghost, I thought you were supposed to be here. We don't deal with New York State. We don't like New York State. And then he was like, just drive around my car and park wherever you find a spot. Yes! Now that is a fucking perk, y'all. When your friends it does something or benefits come with them that makes your life easier. That is a fucking perk. Well, come on. That is a perk. Okay? And so, baby, we parked right in the rodeo. Other than that, we would have had to walk miles and miles and miles and miles. Okay? And we had a great time. Yes. But how about those shirts, y'all? Now, grab the ones right here. Okay. So, Smokey, aka Brian, had these shirts made. It's a one-time shot. No, nobody can buy them. No, you can't have one. Right? Because it was our one and done. All you got to do is now he might be selling all you got to do is t-shirts later on, but it will not have. This was the addition for us for the rodeo. Coffee with Friends 2024 rodeo, right? This was the special edition for the rodeo. But I am sure Smokey will be selling these t-shirts, right? But without Coffee with Friends on it going forward, right? Because that was just for the rodeo. But all you got to do is, this phrase came up in Friendsgiving, and we were like, all you got to do is, right? And then you ... whatever the fuck you want to say. All you got to do is scratch my ass. All you got to do is bite me. All you got to do is grow the fuck up. All you got to do is get the fuck out my face, right? All you got to do is whatever it is that you want to say after this ... is on you, depending on how you feel, all right? But the other aspect to all you got to do is, on a more serious note, is you know, when you think of mental illness and when you think of people having issues, right? One of the things that we do in human nature is go, all you got to do is, right? And sometimes all you got to do is not all you got to do is for the next person. And I find that as humans, sometimes we minimize that because we have the capabilities of doing something and we're used to being able to execute on things with a, all you got to do is. All you got to do is not easy for everybody. Right. And so you could take this statement any way you want. All you got to do is, as a mental note to yourself, that it's not that simple, or all you got to do is fuck off, whichever way you want to use this term. So ultimately, these shirts came in handy. But so thank you, Smokey. Now, I will say, Smokey, you could have got smalls and mediums. Okay. Everybody's shirt was extra large, but that's okay because thanks to Valerie Wallace, aka Looks to Envy, she fixed all of our shirts. And the reason why we looked the way we did at the rodeo is because she sat down with her scissor and said, fuck it. We're going to get this shit together and we're going to go out and we're going to make a statement. And we did. Thank you, Valerie. Yes. Right, Val? Fancy, she did. She did. And so we had a good time. So I'm just saying, one and done. So don't nobody go asking for the shirt. If you want the shirt, I'm sure Smokey, you could deal with Smokey and he'll get you a shirt, but it will not have Coffee with Friends Rodeo 2024. That was a one and a done. That's it and that's all. Okay. Good morning, Iron Dissenter. Good morning. So come on in, y'all. What have y'all been up to? What else have we done since we've been in Texas? We did our game nights. We did our topic discussion. And let me tell you something. We had a fabulous time. We executed a rule. Where's our shovel? Let me go get it because they need to see this. We executed on a rule. So the object of the game was we put a bunch of questions in a jar, mixed them up, and you had to pick a question. And you had the whole list. If you are not holding this, you cannot speak. If you interrupt the person that's holding this, you had to take a shot. So needless to say, people like Debbie and Val were fucked up, tired after that game. Okay, because they didn't want to take no shot, especially Debbie. Debbie don't drink. Okay, so every time we get in these games, we got to argue with her because she don't drink. Okay, she be wanting to take shots of water, but she wouldn't be quiet, y'all. So we had to get her in other ways. All right, but this right here is what you have to hold when you want to speak. If you're not speaking, you got to take a shot or you got to do jumping jacks or whatever somebody tell you that they want you to do if you do not drink. Okay, and so we had great questions and topics. And I want to thank everybody who participated because it was a very mature setting. No one got out of pocket. No one took it personal. No one got offended. No one caused any issues. And everyone participated, which was so nice. Even Debbie's brother, James, came through. I finally got to meet her brother, James. I met Steven before. And so I feel like I met the family. I did meet Roberta, which is Debbie's sister, but I did meet the rest of the family. So we had a great, great, great time. Which leads me to the question that I'm going to ask today on the board. What was I going to ask? Oh, dating, right? When a woman, when you go out on a date, right? And this is just, oh, before I get into that, no. Hold on, thought. Just quickly. Oh my God, our book club is going to be crazy because now we got to read these for the book club. All right. So you know how we have a Coffee with Friends, Reading with Friends book club, right? And currently we are reading All About Love. Well, I'm still reading it. I'm in chapter 8. And we're going to continue the discussions around this. We'll probably schedule another discussion. We won't be in person, but we'll schedule another discussion around this book because this book is really good. We got up to chapter 3 with discussions. And so we'll touch on some other chapters and have another topic discussion around this, all about love. It was a great, great discussion, and the men participated as well. Then when Mr. James Gibson came over, because that's Debbie's last name, Gibson. This gentleman came over here, participated, never met me before, participated in the podcast, was not offended by my energy or my mouth or the tone of how I was coming across. It was like, oh my God, I didn't have to be careful around James, right? And he came in and he participated from the ground up. And I was like, dang, this guy is really, he's really adding some substance to this conversation because we don't have a lot of guys. And so as we try to recruit more and more guys, sometimes the guys are hesitant to speak up on certain topics because they think they're not going to be understood or they think they're going to get attacked. But having James here on top of the other guys, and with James being new and participating, it brought in another level of energy. I feel like it made the other guys feel a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, I am. I have it. Yeah. That's what I went to get. And so while James was here, I'm like, this man is articulate. I mean, he's talking about shit like, he married? And in the middle of the conversation, he was like, my wife. I was like, oh, because I was surely going to hook a brother up. Because I was like, what is going on here? When he said, I wrote a couple of books. Hey, Smokey, good morning. When he said, I wrote a couple of books, I was like, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Because the way he was speaking was Val.
Yeah. He definitely spoke from like, just almost like a teaching point of view.
Yeah.
His views on everything he made it very teachable, where you could kind of understand very clear,
And he made sure he didn't offend.
Correct.
With his words. He was very meticulous about the words he used.
Meticulous and articulate
about the words he used, because when giving your opinion, sometimes we're not careful and we can come across offensive even though we don't mean to be. And so being that we're talking about topics of human beings, right? People get offended because some of us have triggers, He was very articulate. And when he said, I wrote a book, hello, Cheryl Lee. I was like, wait, what? Men equal responsibility. Okay? Men equal responsibility. This is a book by James Gibson, okay? And it says what it all means and why men, young and old, should always embrace being responsible. And it's not a woman who wrote it, it's a man trying to teach other men or trying to give a navigation guidelines to other men on how to be responsible, right? And of course, I had to get him to spell my whole name raw to the bone when he signed the book, okay? And this is what I'm talking about when I say us Black people doing stuff, contributing to the community, right? There's various ways that we can contribute to the community. Everybody don't have to go pick it outside. You don't have to, everybody can contribute in different ways. This is a contribution. Writing a book that someone could read to help them unpack and understand some things in life and give them a guideline, right, is a contribution. But my question is, do men read? We have men who are writing books. Do men read? This book, Men, the State of Men Equal Responsibilities, M equals R. Responsibility, the state or fact of being responsible, answerable, or accountable for something within one's power, control, and or management. Wow. Right? You know how sometimes we be like, you got to be accountable, and people run away from accountability. Well, when you run away from accountability, you run away from responsibility. Right? How can you be, and we're talking about men because this book is about men. How could you be fully step into your men realm if you're not ready to take responsibility, right? And under the realm of the responsibility is answerable, accountable for things within your power, right? Control and management. And so I'm going to be advocating for this book, right? I'm going to read it myself, all right? It says responsibility is the hallmark of manhood. When you really think about it, the essence of being a man is wrapped up in responsibility. From a man taking care of himself to him providing and taking care of his family, all the ways to handling his business with integrity and honesty. In this book, you will go on a journey and hopefully come to understand why men can't ever afford to be irresponsible, even when times of weakness and mental fatigue attack his core as a man. Being a man means being responsible, accountable, reliable, dependable, and stable all of the time. And that is just how it is. Wow. I really want to know what the thought pattern behind that was or and is. And so I'm going to be reading this book. All right. If you guys are interested, this book is on Amazon. Oh, this book is on Amazon. It's called M equals R and it's by Jay Gibson. Okay. That's not his only book. He has another book called Signs. Okay. This book is what to look for whenever you think you are being cheated on. Dwindling sex life, suspicious text message, blocked on social media. Again, Signs by James Gibson. As much as we all hate it, cheating does happen. Both men and women engage in behavior that is not becoming of them. And it's been happening forever. In this book, author Jay Gibson breaks down some aspects of cheating as well as some signs that anyone can look for whenever they think cheating and infidelity is happening to them. Keep your eyes open and always look for the signs. Okay? Come on, Ghost. I'm not playing with you. So this is another book, and they're both easy, quick reads. Easy meaning, I mean, if you could read and comprehend, it should be easy. Okay. But what I meant by easy, it's not a big book, under 200 pages. This one is 100 pages. This one is 116 pages. So these are quick reads. Okay. That is James Gibson. Yes, he is, Val.
Great communicator.
Mm-hmm.
He must have a good marriage.
I know he must have a good marriage.
Where he could just work through stuff with you so calm.
Deb, how's his wife?
All right.
Mm-hmm. He seemed like a good man.
He's a great communicator. Like it seems like even if they had a little rift in marriage, like he's such a I can't describe the word. He's so.
It seems like he's a good listener.
Yes, that's good. Yeah.
Because even when we were talking, I'm looking at him and he's listening like he'll look down to the floor, but you can see he's listening before he answered a question.
He's very attentive.
Yeah.
Say attentive. Mm-hmm. I like his energy. I like his vibe.
And he was engaged because when he wanted to understand the question, he was like, I need to read the question again. That is good communication. Rereading the question, reiterating the question, repeating what the other person said so that they know you understood what they said. That's a part of healthy communication.
It is because a lot of people just don't listen.
They just be like, oh, I'm going to assume they said this or instead of saying, Val, let me repeat what you said so I understand it. You feel like so-and-so and so, is that what you said? Yes. Okay, now I'm going to answer. Right? Because some people jump out the box and they just start talking. You be like, that's not what the fuck I said. That's not what I meant.
Right.
Good listener. Thank you, James.
Attentive, a good listener.
Yes. But you know what? I should have known because Debbie she is beautiful, right? And then it all made sense because Miss EJ.
Oh my goodness. I see now where Debbie get it from.
Yeah.
Where the brother get it from too, James.
Yes. And even Steven, they all have the same demeanor. Yeah, she's like the oracle.
Oh
right?
my God, yes.
That's a good name for her. Miss EJ, Miss Gibson.
Yes.
Okay, this is the monarch of the family. Okay.
Yes.
And Valerie gave her a name, Oracle. She said she the Oracle of the family. And so I could understand why Debbie is the way she is. How James could write such books like this. Even Stephen, the younger brother, he seems really quiet and laid back. He's not much of a people person, but they still speak, with such, I don't know, calmness and clarity. You know what I mean? And so
such reverence, right?
Baby, I should have known.
Because
the mamas got books.
Okay. All right now.
Now, talking to Miss EJ, right? Oh my God. It's like I connected because this
pillar
book
of knowledge.
Yeah, just a pillar of knowledge. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Fancy said all of them are well-traveled and intelligent, articulate. Yes. Yes, that's it, Shirley. She didn't just raise her kids. She patenting them motherfuckers. They are patented. Telling you. So let me tell you, as we're sitting there, because I originally was interested in this book. This is the only book I knew. This is a book of poetry written by EJ. Evelyn Gibson, Miss Evelyn Gibson. That's her name, is down here on this book. And it's called Poetic Endeavors with an I. Right? And this became a topic of conversation yesterday because Cheryl Lee asked, why the I? Right? And it turned into a whole conversation about this I. And as Cheryl Lee and Miss EJ was talking, I'm reading the preface of the book, the prologue of the book and stuff, and I'm reading it. And the I made sense to me. Miss EJ did not have intentions of putting the I as saying, this is a reflection of me, myself, and I, right? And anybody else, Fancy said it?
No.
Oh, and anybody else that reads this can identify with the I, me, myself, and I. And it was so deep because she said, I didn't even think of it that way. That wasn't even my intention. I was just trying to be creative. But sometimes the subconscious mind has a way of executing on you without you realizing, right? So this is the book called Poetic Endeavors, encapsulating, empowering, and encouraging. And she carried through with the I. There go Ghost. Yeah. Can y'all hear his car? She carried through with the eyes, right? And so this book has a total of 30 poems. And again, I had her sign, and she cursive. Okay. This book has 30 poems in it, okay? And her first poem is named Evelyn, okay, as her name, but I believe she used the word in a poem as a verb, right? And so these are all her poems, and some of these poems she wrote way back. She has some poems in here written, let me see.
I can't wait to read that poetry book.
20 years ago, let me see. In the back of the book, me too. This is like, yes. In the back of the book, she has a description of each poem and how they came about and when she wrote them. So Evelyn, the first poem was written, or the first one that's in the page was written in March 2023. But she has some poems in here that she wrote. Let me find them. 2021. Did she write some in the 19? Huh? Yeah. 2020. There's a poem in here that she wrote in the 90s. I can't find it right now. But she has poems in here about George Floyd. She has poems in here about her time and navigating through COVID. She has poems in here about 9/11. She has, listen, there's poems in here about real life situations, grief. Get you one. This book is available on Amazon. Evelyn Gibson. I will be putting these up, published, advertising them and directing you to where to get them from. But yes, Shirley, she got poems written back from 1996. Thank you, Shirley. All right. But in the midst of talking about this book, you all know that I was a single parent. And I shared with you guys so many times the journeys of being a single parent and feeling like a statistic and feeling alone in that journey. Even though you're surrounded by a room full of people, you feel alone. Why did Miss EJ speak to my spirit and my soul when she pulled this book out? Okay, now I don't know if you guys can see this, but this book is God is a Single Parent Too, right? And I was like, as soon as I read the title, I was like, oh my goodness, God is a single parent too. What is this? This turned into a whole conversation about how Miss EJ used to be in the ministry. And she had a program for single parents and it was called Special. I don't remember all what it meant. Single parents empower children
into adult leadership, right?
Into adult leadership.
Yes,
okay.
I love that.
Love it. It was called
Mom
Special.
And
And she was running this ministry in her church, bringing in single parents, trying to teach them the basic life skills so that they can survive. And it's unfortunate that the church, butted against it a little bit because there's a stigma behind single parenting, right? But what people automatically attach to single parents is the person that might have slept around. But even the fuck if they did, so what? They in church now trying to get some holy, right? But there's people who lose their significant others through death and become single parents, right? There's all type of situations. There's people who have been raped that have come out by having children and have to raise these children as rape victims, right? And so it surprised me, and then it didn't surprise me that a church that's supposed to give back to the community had a problem with programs for single parents. Okay. And so Miss EJ wrote this book, right? A God is a Single Parent Too. And of course I had her sign it, y'all know. All right. And I flipped through here and I said 7 chapters. We can do this. 7 chapters in a book. Not that I know I talk about y'all like y'all can't read, but I'm just saying, I know in these days and times people get impatient with big books, right? And so this book talks about being a single parent and feeling alone and teaching you that you are not alone, right? Fulfilling a role of a parent is difficult, yet important responsibility. Parenting biological children becomes a challenge to many. Not all men want the responsibility of parenting children. They did not conceive. Often men feel that their surrogate relationship with the children becomes threatened by the relationship with the biological father. They are reluctant to take on responsibility of rearing the children, knowing that there's a biological father somewhere in the picture. Without a true and genuine love for the mother, these types of relationships have no foundation and soon cease to exist. As a result, the children are unable to experience the benefit of having a father in the home. This book is also on Amazon. It's called God is a Single Parent Too. I will be putting this up. This is by Evelyn Grant Gibson. Okay. And these are good gifts to give, right? If you know people that are in a situation where they are a single parent, and this is for men too. There are men out there that are also single parents. Okay. We're not just talking about women. Okay. There are plenty of men out there raising their children by themselves because for whatever reason. Okay, same reasons as the women, right? They could read this too, okay? They can read this too. So what I'm here to say is these are all contributions to the community, right? What we do with it is on us, right? I don't know. I find that more women read than men, not because they can't read, but I don't know. Ghost, what do you think? Not that y'all can't read, but do you pick up books and read, or why is that? You find women read more than men too?
Yeah.
Why is that though? Because y'all not dumb. Y'all read everything else online and shit.
If you will take it online, or like I'll take an audio book over actually reading the book. Audiobook is a lot quicker. It's a lot easier. I can do it while I'm doing other things as well. I don't have to sit there, stop, and cancel out everything else around me to sit down and read a book. Whereas with the audiobook, I can actually just put it on in the car while I'm going to where I'm going. I can get things done at the same time. But even still, I don't think the last audiobook I actually played was and actually listened to was Jay Prince book. Jay Prince
Okay.
book. And so I listened to the audio of that. It was pretty good. But it's actually a couple I want to get an audio book for.
And what books interest you?
Yeah, what kind of books interest you?
Would interest you and keep your attention?
Well, I actually got a paperback cover. I never finished reading the whole thing, but 48 Laws of Power.
Oh yeah, my son read that book when he was in the Who Scout. Yeah, orange. And then what's the Art of War was the other jailbird book.
That one I didn't read that. But 48 Laws of Power.
Yeah.
But I also got the book The Art of Seduction.
My son had that too.
Okay.
Those are all the books, and then
those are the most powerful books.
And COINTELPRO Papers. That was the other book that they read in jail. I was like, baby, read them all while you in there, because I know when you come home, you're not gonna sit the fuck down and read these books. But when you, and that's the thing.
And Think and Grow Rich is another one.
Oh, that's another popular
Think
book.
and Grow Rich.
Who Moved My Cheese? But the people in jail don't really read that. That's a corporate book.
Oh,
but that's a good one.
Think
Who
and Grow
Moved My
Rich.
Cheese? Think and Grow Rich.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad. They read that in jail too.
All my friends I know that's like.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You might be the poor dad.
It's decisions though. Like
it might be you. It might be about you.
Book, like decisions. How the rich dad? Why the rich dad is rich dad? Why the poor dad is poor dad?
Honestly, man, I'd rather.
It is fancy. Being a parent is the hardest thing.
I would rather be a poor dad than a rich dad.
Why?
Because a poor dad.
Make sure they can hear you. Y'all can hear Ghost.
Because a poor dad could actually teach their child some real values. A rich dad, majority of the time, raise spoiled, rotten ass kids. They don't work for nothing. They don't have to do nothing because everything is handed to them. Whereas a poor dad gonna instill values and all kind of things in this kid. You know what I'm saying? Like give him a work ethic and everything else like that. You know what I'm saying? Be more hands on with this kid. When you rich, you're rich because you don't have time for nothing else. You spending all your time making money. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, if you don't want a broke dude, you're going to have to deal with a busy dude. You know, so he gonna.
Why they only gotta see me? I'm in Texas.
A broke person, a broke father, he has a lot more time in his hands to spend with kids than to teach them.
Okay, and see, I was thinking the rich dad, because rich people have more time. Because we all know time is money. Rich people have more time because they don't have to go to a physical job and punch a clock every day. You know, some are self-made millionaires overnight, make money in their sleep, online businesses, or just rich off investments. Whereas they say, you know, when you have more, you have to choose. Like, it's either the time where you got to go to work, you know what I mean? Or, you know, but I feel like the rich dad has more time. So that time is spent more. He has more family time and downtime.
I agree.
Whereas the working class man got to go to work, got to go to the grocery store, got to, you know, do this, do that. And I feel like it's not a lot of time when you have to work. But when you're rich, you have more time to sit around, family time, travel together and stuff like that. That's just my opinion.
I agree. I had to bring it back because I can't see the comments now. I agree.
Because that's the thing, you know, when you work, it's like working is like, we gotta work, but it's such a sacrifice of your time.
Yes,
you know
that's
what
true.
I'm saying? It is. It really is.
That's true.
I feel like I don't have no time sometimes. Like, it's not enough hours in a day.
I know, and you know what? I'm gonna be honest. Why reading has become difficult for me, even though I think women still read more than men. I mean, the men that I know. I can't say all men.
They ain't have none together when I got here. They already drinking their coffee. They ain't had nothing extra.
Oh, we gotta make some more.
Some more what?
Coffee.
What you want?
Said, where y'all coffee?
Coffee right here. You want coffee? You want coffee? I'll brew it real quick.
I do.
Okay. Well, then y'all keep the conversation going.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they always say, like, you don't have to be smart in order to be rich, right? And I know y'all heard that before. You just have to do what rich people do. Follow their steps and their footprints, right? So that's why you have all these rich people, you know, millionaires, billionaires out there giving you like the 7 steps, what to do. You know, nowadays some people and parents don't even want their kids to go to college. They want them to become an entrepreneur because they don't teach you in high school, and you know that you could become rich by, you know, building a brand or branding yourself or opening a business and doing these things. These are the things that they don't teach you. So there's parents out there who just want their kids to, you know, be a boss.
Yeah,
You know, they don't really force the college thing because they know that the kids come out with all this debt when they can just start a business and become rich overnight. You know what I mean?
Man, it's like
What do you think, Ghost?
oh Lord, I kind of lost my train of thought just now.
Rich dad, poor dad. About starting a business, like some kids don't.
Well,
parents don't force their
okay,
kids.
it was the whole school thing.
Mm.
I feel like honestly, public schools were created to create the working class.
Mhm.
You know, you go to school, you gotta get up early as hell. You gotta go to school for 8 hours a day, and then you come home. It's like they already training your body to go to work. I'm saying to go work for somebody every day. I feel like the private school kids or the kids who go to school where their parents got money actually get taught the real things in this world. They get taught money management. They get taught about credit. They get taught about everything else like that. Like we don't get taught that, you know, at all. We get taught dumb shit in science that ain't gonna help us. We get taught dumb shit in history that ain't got shit to do with us no more. Some of it, of course, is relevant, but for the most part, like a lot of the math that's in class, who the fuck is gonna use any of that? Like who does any of that? Nobody. But yeah, to really know how to manage money, what to do with it, what credit really means, and everything else like that, I feel like public school kids we don't get that. Then we get groomed to be workers and not entrepreneurs. You know. Yeah, well, I guess you can read the comments right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't.
White people don't take college loans like that. Black people. I believe that. I believe that. White people don't take college loans as much as black people.
Because I believe they put away when
because they start
money.
those 529 plans from early. Like I started a plan for my grandson. I'm gonna be honest. The way my life is, it ain't increasing by a lot. But old money extends into new money, right? And so these people that come from money, they set up these college funds from when their kids are young. And they put this money in these college funds. So when their kids get out of college, when their kids get out of high school, they got a chunk of money to go to.
Are alumni. They go
and
to
the children go to the parents go to. They write the letter to Mississippi State. I'm an alumni. Get my son in here. I'm an alumni at Harvard. Get my son in here. Wasn't there a big thing where they were trying to stop doing that, where you just get in because your parents?
Well, they paid money. Some of them. Remember, there was a big fiasco where some of those celebrities paid money.
Actually, I'm not even gonna cap it. I'm not even mad at that. I'm not even mad at that because let's be honest. In our world, 9 out of 10, you got a good job. Well, I ain't gonna say 9 out of 10, but majority of the time you got a good job because of who you know, not what you know.
You're not lying. That was half of my career.
So it's like I'm not even mad that they did that for and then that's their kids. So I mean, I'm not mad that they have an advantage, but it's like, how can you really be mad when we out here in the regular world trying to get on that job
doing
to the people we know too?
Doing the same thing.
I'm not really mad about that.
Doing the same thing.
For example, my cousin that lives in New York, the one that's the architect that does landmark preservation, when she graduated from college, all the young white girls that graduated with her got jobs right away coming out of college with that degree. She had to do interns. She had to, she had to come live with me and stay in New York because she didn't want to go back to Buffalo. So she came and stayed with me for about 5 to 6 months when I lived in the Bronx, so she could do interns and put in applications, put the resume and find a job. And it took about 6 months. Why? And she's older.
But you know why? Because a lot of these white people, I'm not going to say a lot. Population of white people. I'm trying not to do that. Population of white people. They already have businesses. So when their kids graduate from college, their friends own businesses, corporations with law firms or whatever, they'd be like,
put my
son in. My son gonna work for you at
they set their kids up early.
You gonna work in my company, son, when you graduate. They have that. That's why we as a black people need to establish things so that we can also extend these courtesies to our children.
Well, see, that's why that's what made me start that person washing company. And then I don't own that. And then Chase owned it. My son owned it. I opened that company and I put it in his name. You know what I mean? It's for him. Like when I'm here, I mean, while I'm here, of course, I run it or whatnot. But once I decide, okay, I'm done with it, you can have it. You know what I'm saying? It's honestly, I'm not even. I wouldn't even be upset if he sold it. You know, because maybe that's not his passion. It's not his dream. But maybe it'll help you get a start to yours. And sell it, take that money and go start something that you want to do. Like, I'm not tripping. Once I feel like I'm done with it, I'm done with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what you do with it.
I remember growing up, like my mother having them like remember them $50 like savings bonds? Do y'all remember that?
Yeah.
I remember she had like a little
Chicago was talking about that the other night. He got
we would
those for his
spend them
kids.
when we need the money and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
He got them for his kids.
Yeah. So that used to be like our little way. Like I think back in the day, what our parents, the direction that they were trying to go to with that.
Yeah,
now, exactly. I got a friend in Connecticut. My friend Katrina, her son, he's grown. Okay, she's retired. Okay, but she's been saving up for him in a little fund, not even to go to college, just when he needs it. But she also, from when he was born, set up his credit. So now he just got a job in corrections in Connecticut. Yeah, and he's got the good credit already. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
But
and that's something that white people do.
To talk about that, right?
Set up the credit for the
kids. There was a time. Now I don't know if people are still doing this, but there was a time that parents were putting credit in their kids' name and room. By the time their kids got older, now this was in the Black community, and I knew people that did this. Like their kids would have credit cards, the phone bill be in their kids' names, all kind of stuff. So I feel like some people in the Black community, because I'm only talking about the Black community, right. That's what I'm part of, right? Mm-hmm. Their credit was already damaged before they fucking knew it because their parents was using their credit,
right?
But
for everyday life.
But actually, that's not a Black community thing. Mm-hmm. It's not a Black community thing. As far as like putting certain bills in your kids' names and shit like that.
Wait, hold on, Chicago.
White people did it too. The difference is white people actually paid that bill. Right. You know what I'm saying? White people they did it to actually help their kids. Now, granted, we were on the right path, but we just didn't continue to pay the bill or weren't able to continue to pay the bill because of hard times or whatever the case may be.
Right. Because y'all better believe Northwest, little Northwest, and them little Kardashians, them little babies running around probably got an 800 credit score already. What? And they probably, baby only 7. The baby just playing with the iTablet. You know what I'm saying? Baby probably got $800 credit. 800 credit score already. Yeah. Yeah. But these are things that, that we're not taught in school. Okay, of course, for certain reasons. They don't want certain things taught in schools. Mm-hmm. But these are things that people have to do this now at home. Which one? These are things that we have to prepare and set our kids up for the future so that they're not set up for failure. You understand what I'm saying? We always have to think 10 steps ahead. Okay, because it's always going to be harder for our kids.
I like
especially the way the world is, right? So we have to prepare and set our kids up. You understand what I'm saying? That's anybody having a baby this day and age. You got to set your kid up. Right. You already got like 10 strikes against you already if your kid is a Black boy. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? If you have raising a Black son.
Y'all, you can actually go to your county clerk's office and you have to pay a couple dollars in a lot, but you can get them to print out a list of everybody in that county who's behind on their property taxes. And you pay them property taxes. They got so long to pay you back. They got so long to pay you back, and if they don't, you own the property. Perfect.
It's good. Okay.
So that was one way that I was looking at getting into the real estate thing too. Kenya wants to do the duplexes and whatnot. So we're gonna go for that first. We're gonna do that first. Everything else will fall into place when it comes.
Yeah. But, it's just now that we know, and, there's still time. It's never too late. So now that we know all the things we got to do, we just, got to apply it and just do it. Just got to do it. Because I think, being prepared and just having knowledge
sure.
and being prepared, is the key.
Yeah.
That's our revenge, just being prepared and ready and setting up our people, for greatness.
I
Basically,
agree.
that's the
Property
revenge
taxes.
right there.
Behind on their property taxes. I don't think it's under liens, but property taxes.
Are y'all property taxes high here in Texas?
Depends on where you stay at.
Okay.
Depends on where you stay at. And then it also depends on what's all around that area, what's kind of close. Like if you got a lot of schools over there, your taxes gonna be high as shit. You got a lot of business.
Like high what? Like how much a month? Like 700, 800, 1,000?
Don't give me none of these.
Okay. See, in Buffalo, the property taxes are a little cheaper, a lot cheaper than other states.
Oh, was he in the military? County clerk office, list of liens. Okay.
You can buy foreclosures, things like that.
Oh, you just go to the county office and look for list of liens? But doesn't that take problem? Doesn't that take a long time? You gotta file the paperwork.
No, what for the tax lien?
Yeah, for the liens when you go look for houses that are foreclosed.
Nah, you can go to the like I was telling y'all, you just go to the county clerk's office, and tell them you want a printout of everybody in their county that's behind on their property taxes. No, you only paying for the printout. You know what I'm saying? We're saying a couple bucks. And then, you go through the list, see who all is behind within your budget of money that you want to spend, pay their taxes. They got so much amount of time to pay you back. If they don't pay you back within that time frame, you own their property.
Oh, let me go fucking start looking at people who behind on this shit, because I'll buy some shit together.
I don't say, because you can come across somebody who got like 5-6 acres of land or whatever, and they behind like $5,000 on their taxes.
That's true,
you
y'all.
Pay that $5,000, you own, and after so much time about it, they don't pay you back in that time frame. You know what I'm saying? You own that land. So now you turn around and sell 5 acres for the full amount, not just what you would there behind.
Or you never know, a big investor might want to come in and put some condos or something on and be like, I give you 800,000 right now.
You know what would be the most ideal thing?
That's the thing about buying property, just vacant land.
You know what the most ideal thing would be? To have some land and let the railroad company come through there and say, we want to run tracks through here.
Yep.
Oh, baby, you got it, baby.
Because they gotta pay you forever. Because they running through your land.
Baby. Yeah,
they gotta pay you forever.
Bring them tracks through here.
They're renting space on your land.
Bring them tracks through here. You got it. You better have that whole half over there.
So that's why when you're looking at land and it's near like developments and this and that.
Like, man, matter of fact, do you want to build a train yard on my private motherfucker? You put all these trains
by developments and stuff like that, because they normally bring it in eventually, right? So, for example, where I live, they threw up all these buildings out of nowhere. So where people thought they wasn't gonna build, they built.
Word. Oh, give me a hug. Bye. Aww.
Okay, Debbie is leaving for work, and Val is leaving today.
It was a pleasure. Thank you for your house.
You're welcome anytime.
Open up your house.
Anytime. Such a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Well, Debbie, I'll see you when you get home, boo.
Okay.
What time you get off work?
I get up at 5.
Okay.
You going to your second job today?
No. So I'll be back home at least an hour.
Okay. Yes, you do.
Yeah, come close the gate, please.
A little like Fort Knox.
You want to lock it?
I'm saying you
When I
told me.
drive out of it, just close it for me.
Oh, that one over there. Okay, I got you.
49.
She in the driveway.
Bye, y'all.
Okay,
Bye.
bye. But yeah, but like buying land, like these developers know, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like for instance,
wait, I am just to say, Ghost, wait, you drink coffee and smoke weed in the morning? And do.
Yes, I do too when I'm at home. I smoke my joint. Listen, it's called tea in the bleed, baby. Tea in the bleed. Tea in the bleed. Yes. But the thing about it, like
Juan said forever in my Cardi B voice.
Forever.
Go ahead.
So like the thing about it, like these developers come in and they know what land is, what area is coming up and on the rise. And the thing about it too, like let's say for instance right now, if you want Starbucks, in order for you to purchase it, they're going to go out and scout the area first, and they're going to find the area that has the most traffic. They're going to look at the times. This is what these engineers and stuff do before you buy something like that. They're going to know how much business you're going to make. Okay, according
Okay.
to the traffic lights, how much traffic come through there and everything, so that you're able to pay back the loan. So what they do is they scout out the area, the traffic, what times this traffic moves at this time when you're buying a business like that, because it's all about location. Okay. So they scout this area out for you. Okay, you're gonna make the money back. They're gonna give you the loan
Yeah.
because they know how much traffic come through there and how much revenue it's gonna build.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So even like scouting out land, look at areas that's going to be built up, that's slowly building up, that people are coming into.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. It could be a spot that's been deserted forever. But once you see a little stuff happening, a little dirt turning,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they coming in. They coming in.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, what do people think about the real estate market at this point? I know, guys, apologies, my Wi-Fi got a little funny for a minute, but it's back. What do people think about all these apartment developments being stood up? Like, are we turning into a rental community opposed to home ownership?
I think so. I think so. And I think it all depends on where you live, you know?
But I find it's everywhere. Like when you go to when I was in North
All
Carolina,
those buildings.
all those new, they
complexes
put all
empty,
those
and some are
new,
still
empty.
empty.
And
They're
in
overbuilding.
Hackensack, where I live, they put up so many new apartments
Mhm.
empty. And so I'm trying to figure out, are we moving more towards a rental community opposed to ownership? Because there's so many apartment buildings being stood up
Mhm.
in everywhere.
Well,
And how's
Think
the,
they
the,
overbuilding?
the I think they're overbuilding. Especially in my, I mean, literally, you could be like this. New building, new building. Even in St. Petersburg, where my mother lived, when she first moved there, it was no tall buildings, right?
Wow.
She lived on the harbor, downtown, no tall buildings. People got visuals, they could see the water.
Mhm.
They putting up 40-story, now they got 40, 50-story buildings. It's starting to look like downtown Manhattan. And my mother's like, all the traffic is coming in
Right.
now.
Wow.
And so it's noisy now, or whatever the case may be. Why are they throwing up all these buildings opposed to housing, like house cul-de-sac communities?
Right.
Why are they throwing up apartment buildings? Is there a drive to push us to rent?
I definitely feel like it's becoming a rental place out here in Houston. It's good. It's getting too crowded out here. Like it was already packed before, and it's like right now, everybody from California is moving out here. I see tags from all over right now. Like everybody is fucking coming. Let me put a PSA for all y'all that's thinking about
Oh, I
moving out
didn't
here.
change the topic title. That's why I got confused.
Look, stay your ass where you at. Stop coming the fuck out here.
Like what the people be
In
saying
Atlanta.
I know.
Stop coming out
But
here.
now let me say
If you want to
this.
come visit, cool. But don't move your ass out here. It's crowded as hell already. It's starting to take longer than 30 minutes to get everywhere now because there's too many people out here.
Mhm. But do you think that's because times is changing, people moving around so fast? Not saying that people aren't stable, but people's jobs are so flexible now. You understand? 'Cause you understand? So people are moving around, so they putting up all these apartments for these traveling nurses, these doctors that come in and out of town, that come to do research. You could be an entrepreneur and live anywhere in the world and live in Texas for 3 months, in Charlotte for 2 months. The next month you might want to be in DC. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like because of the way the way the world is now, with just people that work so much online on computers, you're able to move around more. So I feel like too, that's part of why they're putting up all these apartment buildings.
I'm not
Because you don't have to be stable no more and stay in the house when you work.
I'm gonna say from what I'm seeing is more. It's not, traveling jobs that's coming through here and then traveling on to the next place.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wave of fucking people coming here permanently.
Just said be quiet.
Like,
that's true. I believe you.
I'm talking about a fucking wave. And like that's why it's so much shit. Just like that's why there's no more backyards, there's no more yards at all. Like everything is being stacked on top of each other. And it's like at some point, it's like, man, it's gonna take an hour to get 10 minutes up the street because it's gonna be so fucking crowded. It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah. Maybe they are
But,
pushing
you
people
know,
away from buying
like baby
houses.
say, come out
They
here and
don't
rent one of her
they don't want
properties.
people to have home ownership
I don't
property
know.
anymore.
I don't know. Why is so many apartments? And these are not condos. These are
But I
rentals.
guess because houses and taxes is so high. and
But
people
rent is
can't
high.
afford it.
Think
Yeah,
about it.
Rent is
So
high
many-
too when you're forced to buy a
How
house.
can you afford
Even
feel like
$30?
Correct.
So many
correct.
apartments.
Right.
It's so many apartments because the more apartments you put out here, the more families you can move out here. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
take an acre of land, you probably put 2-3 houses on an acre of land with a decent yard. But you could put a apartment complex on there. They got like 5-6 floors. It's a shitload of money. It's a hustle.
But it's almost
Is it everything?
like mentality, right? Where they threw all the black folks in the projects, right? The only difference here is that these complexes are diverse, of course, and unaffordable for the most part. What happens to the population of people who can't afford to buy homes because house prices are high and mortgage rates are high and rental is high?
With the
What
cost
the
of
fuck are people doing?
the cost of living is so fucking high. It's like it's definitely at the point where you're gonna have to get a roommate. Like you're gonna have to get a roommate then or something. Or you gotta do something, work 3 jobs, something. Like it's not as the days go by, it's not getting easier to survive. It's only getting harder. So
Yeah, but people out here working 2 jobs just to afford rent.
No, I see
Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
between the two. Yeah, that's true. But I feel like we're working just to live. A lot of us, you know what I'm saying? And when we want to do extra stuff, like I had to battle for a long time of feeling guilty about doing stuff for myself and putting other things aside. And I'd be like, oh my God, I feel so guilty. But how do we do more than just live on a day-to-day basis?
I be feeling guilty
See, I
too.
changed the title.
I feel guilty too though. But then I'm like, you know what? I work so hard.
Right.
I deserve
I work so. That's
I
why.
feel guilty when I want to splurge and buy myself something. I'm like,
What's up, Johnny?
Hey Johnny, like this Italy, Venice, Rome trip, right? I appreciate Debbie because I'm so scared to spend that kind of money to go on a trip. My heart be racing, but I say I want to go, right? And this is why. This is
League
why.
City is nice. There's actually one spot on the south side of town that Kenya actually like is League City. Other than that, all north side.
Yeah, other than that,
but yeah, I know it's a lot.
I mean, it's
But
a
it's
lot,
worth
right?
it
It's a
because-
lot. But I appreciate the fact that she's pushing me to do it because it's an experience I
You
want
pretty
to
much
have.
living
You know
alone
what, really
on
and
the-
truly, I can run through $5,000-$6,000 on trash and not know what I did with it easily, right? And so I'm nervous about it, but I'm making. If it wasn't for my court case, I wouldn't be as nervous. But I'm nervous about it, but I'm gonna make it happen. But I appreciate that having the experience because if you don't push
Right.
yourself to have these experiences, you just be working to live. I hope so goes. Because if I lose,
You gotta
I'll be
speak it
broken
into the
and broke.
existence. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
Mhm.
have that come. You gotta speak into the existence.
Mhm.
Don't
Yeah.
be so doubtful about it. You know what I mean? Like you know he fucked up. It's only fucked up.
I hope the jury see it that way.
Come on, now. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? I'm not leaving alone? Why you think I'm not leaving alone? Oh, what you mean, Aquanda? Leaving we alone?
No, living alone. Remember when I said the cost of living is
She
getting
said
so high?
leaving. Oh, living, but she meant living.
yeah.
Okay. But that's not a reason. You can have a roommate, a stranger. You don't have to have.
As I said, no, you pretty much living alone. That's why y'all did.
Well, I'm about to mess with a
okay.
condo.
They want people to live in apartments because the more you rent, the more you have to work. Your house works for you and you can pay it off.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's got to be a motive behind this. Like, there's so many fucking apartment buildings going up, and they're not affordable. I could see if they were throwing up these apartment buildings and they were making them affordable. Then I'd be like, okay, they are high as fuck. Like, I can't
the
even
space
afford
is
it.
even smaller. So like, where back in the day, let's say if you did pay $1,400 for like an 800 square foot, now you paying $1,314 for a 600 and something square foot.
We're
Like, you
not
could-
even. We're in the Hackensack.
I'm
it's
just saying you could barely get a
2,500
couch
for
in there.
600
Apartments
square
are
foot.
smaller,
Yeah.
but see, that's because I feel like they're making them for the business professionals. You know, these college kids coming out of college.
College kids can't afford it. They
Well, their
cannot.
parents, some of
No,
their parents pay for it.
I have neighbors in Westwood, Her son was living in an apartment with 4 other boys, whiter than white. She said the rent was like $7,000 a month.
Yes, y'all.
And why you
she
think that
did.
Hoboken is be 3-4 of them in the
That's what I'm
apartment?
He was living in Hoboken.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
saying Saturday
There
night.
was 4 of them in a small apartment.
Saturday night we was out here. I'm gonna say me, Smokey, Chalk, Chicago.
They even making
Dale
furniture
brother.
smaller, apartments,
Yeah.
like sofas,
We
the
was
little
out there.
sectionals,
Yeah,
everything's
she
smaller.
And
Yeah,
yeah, charging a lot of money for that.
yeah. But they know people gonna do it. But see,
Yeah,
the thing what I say about
but
the
yeah,
college kids is because
knowledge was there last night. Doctor came by here last night.
they don't really have a lot of stuff, so they can go in them small ass apartments, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm say, well, you know, never mind. 'Cause I won't put nobody.
Well, we
I
go.
won't put the plans out there.
No.
You just see it when it
Yeah.
happens.
Well, Chicago is trying to join the live as Val, you answer.
Okay, I am. I'm typing it.
They asked your ass.
I'm say what I answered it already.
Do you did?
That's
We
why
were
I was like,
talking.
it was here last night. Yeah, y'all was having y'all own conversation.
Yeah.
During
Oh,
that time
sorry,
right
y'all.
there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Yes, we met everybody. Even Dalton came over, Aquanda,
There you go.
buying my kids an apartment style condo so they can live in it until they want a house. They can either sell the condo or keep it. That's a good idea. I like that. Oh, hey, Chicago, you finally found it?
Oh, and I met Miss Cheryl.
And you met Miss Cheryl, yeah. I met Deb and Fancy K and Cheryl. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And she made Chalk too. Well, on here, it's
Chalk.
Corey. On here is I want to say his name is like Corey.
Corey. Oh, right. But he changed it.
Did he?
He changed it to Chalk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My
Because when he
bad.
first came on, it was Corey. Now it's Chalk.
My bad, my guy. If you watching.
Oh, I met Chalk. Oh, right. And I met Chalk.
And you met Chalk.
I met everybody.
Yeah. And you know what, Will? Even though he doesn't come on live. Yesterday,
Oh, and I met
he and
Gary.
Will. Oh, you met Gary? They met my best friend Gary. He came
Yeah,
down
I met
from
Gary.
Austin.
Yeah, he came out. We met him too.
Avia's brother.
Avia's brother, Gary.
Gary.
He came in from Austin. So
Gary came by with a friend. Aquanda,
no, his cousin.
Oh, his cousin. Aquanda, you would have been flirting with the cousin.
He married.
Well,
Yeah, he's married though, but I'm just saying.
Well, Dalton is actually from this hood. There, where we at right now.
He don't
Yeah.
live here, but he
He don't
grew
live
up
here,
here.
but he from this hood, so you know it was convenient for him to stop by anyway. You know, he went to go see his family and whatnot. So
And let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all don't know Dalton. Some of y'all may never meet him because he's like a shadow. Like he come to the end of summer soirees and we're trying to get him to come to the Italy trip too. But he got a lot of trips going on. But he is let me tell you, these guys are really nice. They really, really are.
Southern
real
hospitality.
Yeah.
Who she calling the Three Stooges?
Yeah.
Three Stooges, Aquanda.
Yes,
Well,
Dalton came by.
Yes.
He did. He did.
Well, don't do the shit on the show.
We got a beautiful Texas
Don't do
family,
what?
y'all. I'm telling her.
What was she gonna do on the show?
What happened?
Oh, I don't know what happened to me last night, but this person who I'm talking to, I truly apologize. I honestly don't remember nothing, but I truly apologize. What the hell? Okay,
They ain't got nothing to do with the show.
Talk about it another day. Talk about it later. I don't know what happened, but come on, tell me later. Okay. Now your business is out there. You got to tell me later. I'ma call you.
See,
Yeah.
now you got questions coming
Now
for
you got
my nigga.
questions because you could have kept it to yourself.
For real, you should have just texted that shit to my phone. Why would you do that? I'm sorry.
Now we want to know.
I think you still feeling the effects.
Oh, y'all said, "Oh shit, Chicago, what did you do, bro?" Chicago, you should. Now I want to know. Chicago, you at work today?
Facts. Facts,
Y'all
Johnny.
talking about spill the
Facts.
tea.
Spill the tea. I don't know, y'all. I'm going to ask Chicago for the tea.
Yes,
After the
Aquanda,
show.
you'll see the Texas family in November. Yes, you will. You're gonna love them, Aquanda.
Woo! Why said why
Oh,
everyone
y'all
mad
talking
me
about call
for?
in Chicago. Call in. Call in.
No, because he called me. He called me.
Oh,
he was
oh,
looking
oh,
for the
oh.
live. So I said,
Oh.
he called me.
My phone, my nigga, not the show.
Is he still trying to explain?
He said he's off.
Oh, you're off today.
I had to send it to my Chicago. Did you sign the NDA? No, that nigga did not.
No, he didn't. There's
It's
no
all up for grabs. All the info is up for grabs.
No NDA. We could tell the business. If you act it out in public, it's
shit.
public business.
Somebody
Wait, add it to the
text message.
Because I want to know too, y'all. Even Smokey said you wrong.
No.
Oh, he said you, bro, you got to do better.
Man,
Oh
say,
my goodness.
say.
Y'all are going in. So can y'all tell us what happened?
Yeah,
It's gonna freeze here for me.
as much as you know, people may be cool with, you know, not caring about certain shit. At the end of the day, I'm not that type that's gonna put nobody out there for the world to see like that in that light. You know what I'm saying? You just know for no. The sense ain't no come on camera, don't do that. You know, whether people know that you did something wrong or not, you know what I'm saying? You apologize for it publicly. That's cool. That's cool.
He said,
But
she
to
said,
know
drop
the
link.
details of it, of what?
No.
Nah, we ain't having that conversation.
We're not dropping the link. We're not gonna talk about
we
Because
not
some
having
things
that
we're gonna
convo,
keep in the
yeah.
family.
And I'm gonna be honest.
Right, goes. It's what we good.
Yeah, I don't know the intricate details,
Right.
but I don't think we want to bring it up on here, whatever it is.
Yeah, we good.
And Chicago,
We give people grace, right, Ghost?
we
give
do
grace.
give people grace.
Look,
But I'm
I
not
got better because at the beginning of being on this show, when I first came on the nigga, I'd have blasted your ass.
Yeah,
But
you did.
nah,
It's not right.
but-
Keep it private.
You vented.
Keep it private.
This-
But can
this
I
is
say
me.
something though? Chicago, you fucked up. I should beat your ass on the strength of fucking up, right? Because you knew what you promised me, right? And for that, and you.
You couldn't be here to do your job, nigga.
You could be here to do your damn job.
You had one job.
You had one job, and you couldn't even be here to do the job.
One job, Chicago.
What happened?
My goodness.
You know she don't like doing that shit.
You had one job. What?
Oh my. So moving on.
What?
Okay, hold on. That
We don't even know what happened.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Okay, go ahead. Cause come on now, keep it a buck now. Cause y'all getting on my dirt. Y'all making my ass itch.
That's
Everybody always throw a tantrum and want a quick coffee with friends.
yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with
That's
y'all?
being real
That is
sensitive.
so irritating. Like y'all really make my ass itch. Cause y'all getting on my nerve. Seriously.
Okay.
But no, you ain't gotta exit. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do no shit like that. But
Yeah, that's something you and him will talk about.
yeah, that's conversation later.
That's between y'all, Chicago. Don't put it on this show. I don't even know what happened. Why are you putting it on Coffee with Friends?
I was gonna say we didn't bring it up. You brought
You
it up.
Smokey said, "I'm glad I took care of my coffee with friends." Yes, you did, Smokey.
I'm saying, but man, we had a real good weekend. Well, I ain't even gonna just say a weekend. I want to say from the day she got here. Actually, you know, I restrained myself when I picked her up from the airport because I wanted to go hollering ass with her just to feel it. But I was like, man, she got this PTSD like she'd have been in the war, so I'm gonna hold back.
And I appreciate it. I mean, really and truly, listen, I really have PTSD. I can't ride in cars where I don't feel safe. That means the condition of your car. That means how fast you going. That means all of the fuck that. And so I really appreciate the fact that when other cars, speed racing cars, was pulling up to him and going like this, Ghost was itching. I saw his grills doing this.
Was. Like,
I said, please, inside I was like, please don't do nothing.
I felt like a hoe. I felt like a hoe because they pulling up on me, challenging me, and I couldn't do nothing.
He was burning.
about it.
They were pulling up on the side like, whoop, whoop. And I was like,
man,
Damn it.
yes,
Like
Brent
that.
Dillon,
Like
yes,
that.
driving Miss Robin, for real.
Driving Miss Robin.
Man, I'm thinking I want to race. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they come up on the side of me, revving their engines in, and it's like, I can't do shit with you. I got somebody in the car. I can't do shit with you. But I feel like you playing me right now because I can't do shit with you. And I know you're going to take off on me. And it's
you
like,
just get them the next time. That's all right.
it may not be a next time. May not see him again. So
they gonna see you though. They gonna be like, give me that green car that was a hoe.
I gotta humble them every time like, don't try me. But,
Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry, Ghost, but I appreciate it.
But I had it together. It's cool.
Smoke,
It's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, the smoke meat did come out good. I actually had the ribs and shit last night.
Yep. Smoke meat was good. Yes, I showed them your Smokey. I showed them the t-shirts that you made, and I told them that they could always get one from you. It just won't have the Coffee with Friends rodeo thing on the sleeve because you can't sell the shirts with that on the sleeve. But they could buy a shirt with the all you gotta do is they just can't have the Coffee with Friends on the sleeve because I'm a brand and no one can sell the name.
Brenda, it was Precious Cargo.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Hillbilly puts toe in water.
Hey, Thomas.
Well, Ansel, man, I know what areas the police and stuff like that be at, but it's just certain spots, you know what I'm saying, to just be wide open straightaways when people come playing with me. And it's like, I want to humble a couple people, make them want to go trade their car in. But, she was in the car. I couldn't do shit. I couldn't do nothing but just sit there and
listen, I'm going to tell you no lie. Texas is the only place where I drive around and somebody's fucking car looks like the galaxy. It looked like the solar. It looked like you looking up in space. That guy's car was painted or was it wrapped?
Which one?
That one that looked like the galaxy.
Oh, no, it was wrapped. It was a wrap.
I was like, this motherfucker is driving the whole galaxy, Mars, Venus.
Like it looked like the galaxy. It looked like stars,
It looked like
like the solar system.
Oh, okay,
It kind of looked like the solar system.
okay. It was painted like
No, it was a wrap. But it was cool though.
It's a form of, you know how they tint your windows. It's like a wrap on over the car. And
right, Johnny, right? I just had to know in my heart out of one, huh? Just leave it at that.
Puts toe in water. Hey, hillbilly.
Nah, I ain't give her no need for speed. It gave her as a need for a stroke.
Okay, but we had a good time. Ghost and the only guy that came to the rodeo was Smokey.
Yeah.
Just like that. That's how I was looking. I had just closed my eyes, just put my thoughts elsewhere, just take deep breaths. Yes, I had to just woosah.
Exactly.
Man.
We know you would have burnt his ass. Just be cool. He did good. And the crazy thing, y'all, I saw his car before I even came out the airport. That's the fucked up shit.
Yeah, she got a picture.
I got a picture because I was walking the baggage claim and I was getting ready to text him to see where he was at. And I looked out the window and there go his car. Nobody got a car like him, I guarantee. I said, oh no, there he go. There you go. I took a picture. And I came outside and that was him. I loved it.
That was that shit. My car bright enough, it stand out. It definitely stands out.
Wait, y'all said give the look. He don't give a look. He just rev his car. What do you? They can't see him. It's tinted. What look you give when you about to race?
No. See, tomorrow shows a look when I wanted to race, but I couldn't.
Right.
No, I did that already.
Oh, you did?
See, I keep up with comments over here. You wait till they get to the way everybody can see. I'm looking at it right here.
Listen. I'm used to reading the comments on my thing.
See, I read it.
So when I look over here, it's over here on mine. I mean, it's on here on mine. They pop up.
See,
But though, no, see, mine pop up at the same time.
Oh,
though.
yours do pop
On
at the same
YouTube,
time.
there's a delay, so that's
Oh.
why I was saying I could see the delay here, but on here, it pops.
Yeah, see, ours pop up here, and then
it gets
pop
up
on the
there.
screen.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was coming instantly.
Was he early or late picking you up, bro? He was there. He was waiting.
Yeah, I'll say I was there before she came down.
He was waiting.
So she didn't have to wait. Like as soon as she got out the plane, came down, got her bags, walked out, got in the car immediately, and we took off. But was it from looking at these comments? I do not drive fast with Kenya in the car. I don't, cause she don't like that shit either. Man.
Exactly. So you should have been used to it. You should have been all right.
No, she don't ride with me like that.
I don't either.
I'm not used to it.
I'm not either.
I'm not used to driving slow because she don't be in the car with me. She got her own
What's
car.
slow? What's driving slow?
The speed limit.
What, like 50? 60?
No, speed limit on the freeway is 60. That's slow.
But
like,
I feel like y'all be going fast around like all these. Texas got a lot of curves on them highways, and the highways to me is kind of up high.
That is the best.
Why the highway got to be so high
curves.
up?
I love curves.
I don't mind curves either, but
no, there was a car. There was a car on the highway where his butt was jumping around.
Thanks, y'all.
What you mean the butt was jumping?
It was like this. He was like, "Oh, we need more shots."
It was not my car.
No.
It was another car.
Oh.
Like the rear end of his car, like every little bump he went over, I'm talking about his ass, it was just bouncing. I'm like, no, bro, that boy need to get some more shots.
Alignment? Oh,
he need to get some more shots, something. Like, whoo.
I was just jumping around.
Smoke it. Pause.
Yeah, but I think
pause.
the highways at night.
That's a pause.
What?
Smoking somebody Smokey's meat was good. Pause.
What are you talking about?
Because Aquanda asked how was Smokey's meat. And then
the cooked meat.
Yes.
But
I missed the Aquanda's question. Wait, I just said restate the sentence.
I do, and I do want to hit the Autobahn. I do want to drive on the Autobahn.
You do?
Autobahn in Germany.
Oh, no.
Germany.
In Germany.
Yes.
Germany.
Like that shit that just be doing this with no light, no nothing.
I want to do 160, 180, 200 miles an hour with no red light. Yes, I do. I want to hit that. I do want to hit that.
They don't have lights and shit. They just be
ain't
doing
no speed limit.
No speed limit.
No speed
There's
limit.
nothing.
Nothing.
Ain't that something?
Nothing.
You just go.
Everybody just do their own thing.
Yes. Yes. I do want to do that.
Where was the Italian job? That was in Italy. Where was the Italian job with the little cars?
In Italy.
That was
y'all. But to answer that, not answer, but to respond to that, you early if you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. I don't like being nowhere late. Like I don't like being on CP time. I hate that shit. That shit irks my soul. I like being where I'm supposed to be at least 10, 15 minutes early. I don't like that last minute shit, showing up late shit. That shit burns me up. That shit burns me the fuck up.
Johnny said Smokey's meat, they being funny.
Yeah, because he made ribs and and shit like that. Yeah,
Yeah, they made the ribs, the chicken, corn.
See, Hillbilly ain't making this shit no better. My Smokey's meat was in everyone's mouth.
Oh!
Hillbilly ain't making this shit no better.
Oh, God. Oh, there is a speed limit, but it's up there. So that's not a
What's
speed
the speed limit?
What is it,
250 miles an hour?
It's all over Europe. It's just a highway to them.
Well, see, I still leaving enough time. I'm gonna still speed only because I just like to get to where I'm going regardless, even if I'm already early.
Thank you.
I just like to get to where I'm going.
I agree with you, Fancy.
And then I got a little bit of road rage. Like I don't like traffic. I fucking hate traffic. Like originally, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Mississippi. Ain't no real traffic out there. Out here? Nah, this is a whole different thing. I didn't get. No, we're not doing that. This ain't the show. Okay, I didn't mean it. You too close. I didn't mean it.
I didn't even take it personal. You didn't even have to say nothing.
They know we didn't pull that out. Look, we know what she.
This ain't the game. This ain't the game.
I'm just saying, y'all. Don't miss no more
heated
trips.
Topics, y'all. Y'all should have been there for heated topics.
Yes.
Heated topics,
yes.
right?
Oh, that's cool, Michelle. Oh, you drove on the Autobahn? How fast you go? How fast you go?
Oh, she drove to Hungary on. That's why she kept up on the highway last night.
Ooh, Miss Cheryl.
Oh, so you small, but you got a heavy foot. I'm talking about
Thomas, you'd rather be 1 hour early than 1 minute late. I love that, Thomas.
facts.
More than 10 cars and it's a traffic jam. Exactly, hillbilly. Because everybody flying around.
Man, I just like to get to where I'm going. Let me get the fuck out of all y'all way and get out the freeway and get to where I need to be. Y'all can have this bitch. Man, I hate people that's in the fast lane, the far left lane, going slow as shit. You ain't passing nobody. Bitch, move. You don't belong over here. Slower traffic, keep right. Keep right. Stay the fuck out the way. You can't be in the far left lane doing the speed limit. That's not for you. That's not for you.
Fast lane either,
Yeah, I need a cigarette. I've been
Me
drinking this
too.
coffee. Not a cigarette. She don't mean a cigarette, y'all.
Stop that.
No, she's talking about your vape.
Yes. My flavored hookah
Yeah,
with
yeah.
no drugs in
Like,
it.
smelling like smelling all fruity and shit.
Yeah. I like non.
No,
right. Well,
no, I seen that
But
too, y'all.
I can't even puff my vape in here. I gotta go outside to puff my flavor vape that smells like peppermint.
Yeah, I don't say I
Those
didn't
are
think it was a
rules.
speed limit on the Autobahn, but in Germany it is. Okay, I don't say and y'all. Nah, I know what the traffic like out there. I used to live in Pasadena. I went to Pasadena High. I lived out there. Yeah, it's horrible as fuck out there too.
Pasadena High. Now, where is that?
In California.
Yeah,
in
Pasadena,
Cali.
Cali. Ooh.
Well, I used to be in Culver City at the
I want
Fox
to
Hills
see that
Mall all
California
the
traffic
time,
that you're
man.
talking about. What's the road you said you wanted to take, Robin? The road from what?
I want to take California.
Tell your husband
to-
it's illegal.
to-
Don't
to-
care what taxes
no.
he pay. He pay
It's
taxes
just
for that
along
far
the
right
coast.
driving,
You
slow
put
driving
Florida
lane
or
too.
Malibu or
When you
whatever.
see all the
But it's
beaches,
illegal.
the
We
water,
actually got
that's always
it's painted on the road out here. Slower traffic, keep right.
Right,
It's painted.
aggressive,
Left lane is for
aggressive
passing
stuff.
only. That's painted on the freeway out here. South to it is on 2 day, the south part. But yeah, no. The far left lane is a fast lane. Man, it's this video that I saw that I was actually proud of a cop. It was a car going slow as shit in the fast lane. That boy hit his lights on that car. And when the car pulled over to the right to act like he was gonna pull over to the side, when the car got to the far right lane, cop turned his lights off and got the fuck back over and pretty much said him, this is what the fuck you belong. So slow ass out the way.
Folks make my ass scratch. So, I'm going to move to closure of the show. But I do have something to say. Some witches get an attitude and drive slow in the left lane. You can actually get ticketed in Maryland for driving
Straight up,
slow.
like yeah, you get a ticket for go driving slow in the far left lane. That's
Exactly,
the lane.
Fancy. Exactly.
Like freeways and shit are set up for a reason, so everything can continue to flow. So if you're moving slow, stay in the right lane. Get out the way.
I am Jacinta. Oh, I need to brush my teeth. I'm all in ghost face.
It's okay. You know what I'm saying?
You smelled it?
I don't.
You don't smell my breath? Okay.
No, I don't say because I ain't gonna care.
Because last night that video when they sniffed that girl's butt, they were telling her. So I'm saying if my breath stink, tell me.
They said that girl snatch smell like tilapia.
They did. What was that? We were watching a video and the guys was on a panel, right? And the girls came up and each woman
because the
3
far
questions.
left lane is a passing only lane. That's how it's illegal.
The girl said,
that's how you avoid building up traffic. Because if everybody in every lane is going slow as shit, you're not allowing nobody to get around you.
So
you build up traffic behind you.
He said, "Come here,
and that causes accidents and all kinds of shit."
She said, "You want to smell it?"
Slower people stay to the right, fast people stay to the left, and traffic can continue to flow.
Walk over to him and he sniffed her vagina, and then he sniffed her butt, and he said, He wanted to be polite. He said, "I don't want to tell you it stink. I don't want to say nothing negative." So another guy sat down and smelled it. And he was like, "Baby, your pH is off."
Yeah, no, it wasn't that she had no BBL. No, this is like I know you've seen on YouTube where it's like it'd be like one celebrity person and like all these girls or whatever the case may be. Well, it was that with Kurt Cobain. I'm saying Kurt Cobain was on there.
Wow.
Because you're not supposed to be in that lane if you're not passing anybody. The far left lane is a passing lane. You're not passing nobody. You're holding up the rest of traffic.
All right. So guys, I want to say something. And this might touch the people the wrong way or some people the wrong way, but you know what, whatever I say it with love. Because again, there's nothing more important than accountability, right? And I just want to say here that none of us are perfect, okay? None of us, okay? We do our shit differently. Your shit I might feel like your shit stink a little bit worse than mine, but that's not for me to judge, right? But god damn it, y'all, when you motherfuckers, some of you motherfuckers on Coffee with Friends, when y'all be doing y'all whack shit and y'all fuck up, instead of just stepping into the room of accountability, and y'all know who the fuck I'm talking to, instead of stepping into the room of accountability, the first thing y'all do is throw fucking tantrums and be like, well, I'm not gonna come on Coffee with Friends no more, and I'm not gonna come on Coffee with Friends no more. That's the most childish shit I have ever heard in my whole life, because the platform is about being transparent, being accountable, healing, doing better. So when motherfuckers throw a tantrum and be like, I'm not coming on Coffee with Friends again, you are basically standing up saying, I want to be shit forever. I don't want to do better. I don't want to step into the room of accountability, because if a motherfucker in this circle cuss you out, pull you to the carpet, tell you to get your shit together, we are doing it out of love.
That's people that care about you.
That's people that care about you. And if you cannot allow the people that care about you to step in and correct you or help correct your actions and help you step into the room of accountability, then you are more fucked up than you realize, because you don't even want the help. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it irritates
and it's
me,
still
y'all.
No judgment zone.
I don't give a fuck.
Because we still moving with love. Yeah.
Right, Fancy. I'm telling you. And so I'm just saying it to say this. Like, y'all, we are a family, and none of us got it all together. But I have experienced on this show a handful of people that be like, I'm not coming to Coffee with Friends anymore. Like fucking kindergarten kids. Get the fuck over it. This is a platform. This is not a meet and greet. This is not a fucks. Everybody meeting the fuck. We here to heal and be better people. Build a village.
Right, ain't nobody perfect. We all fucked
Nobody
up.
perfect.
You know what I'm saying?
And we bond through understanding.
Real shit. You know what I'm saying? You accept your fuck up, move past it, and we keep fucking going.
And we keep going.
We're nurturing, we're bonding, we're growing.
And what that ends up becoming is, depending on what it was,
we're empathizing.
Then what happens is, down the line in the future, it becomes a funny story to reflect on. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just.
Oh, I just said, let me put Max in the other room. Auntie Roy cutting up. Okay. I'm just tired, I'm Jacinta, because let me tell you something. It really impacts me, because y'all don't know how much I put into this platform. I put my own money. I put my own time. I don't have to fucking travel to state to visit people. I do it because I'm committed to building a village mentality. I'm committed to meeting new people and building together. You understand what I'm saying? And so when motherfuckers be like, oh my God, I tripped over a rock because I was too drunk, I'm going to quit Coffee with Friends. I be like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
I was like, oh, well, you fucked up. You know what I'm
It
saying?
pisses me off.
Keep fucking going.
Because I'm investing. And people throw little tantrums over bullshit. Stop that.
Get a turtle shell skin. You know what I'm saying? Something a little more harder. You know what I'm saying? A little more durable. You feel me?
Child, Fancy, please. Listen. Somebody else throwing a tantrum. But the Fancy said, who throwing a tantrum now? The mere fact that Fancy had to say, who's throwing a tantrum now with a question mark, mean that we had a tantrum throwers in this group. Y'all need to stop this shit. Seriously. You mess up the dynamics of the whole group when you come in with that energy.
Right.
Y'all make my ass itch. I'm telling you. I mean, I'm really getting to the point, y'all, where I be tired. Like, I reach out to some of y'all when y'all throw a tantrum. I have been known to reach out to y'all, text y'all, check in with y'all, but I'm gonna stop fucking doing that, because y'all are not fucking kids. Okay, you want to throw a tantrum. I'm not going to be reaching out. I'm not going to be chasing y'all because that's too much work for me. I am not a mental illness specialist. I am not a therapist. I am not a certified life coach. Y'all are stressing me the fuck out.
Tomorrow, I'm gonna just step away because I couldn't have my way. Kill you, baby.
Okay. Exactly. I wish y'all, cause come on, right? Please stop it. Like it's really frustrating because I'm gonna tell you, it really hurts my feelings. It does because I'm like I go all out of my way to come here, right? And then people take small shit and they mess up the flow of what's going on in the group. Why are y'all doing that? So with that, I'm gonna sign off. Get it the fuck together. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm not calling anybody ass out specifically because it's plain and obvious that they can't even be handle being called out privately.
Where your vape?
I can't do it in the
Where your
house.
vape?
My vape is here. Oh! Oh!
She running for it, David.
Say no more. Woo! Cause no, seriously. But seriously, y'all, on that note.
I'm done. I'm done. That motherfucker hitting the damn vape like she fucking.
No, but honestly, y'all, let me just say this. Let me pull my machine closer because I really want to say I love y'all. If I didn't, I wouldn't be spending my little pennies. I would be taking all my money trying to go to Italy, Venice, and Rome instead of fucking with this city hopping. So when I do this, I do it from the bottom of my heart. I literally met Debbie and them through this platform. I'm staying in their house. I didn't know them before. So stop it. With that, y'all need to fucking move with peace and love because I'm the fuck out. Because y'all, I got one more day here and I'm about to go salvage it right now with Ghost. All right, so I'm about out. I'm going to play y'all some damn music because no matter how low, y'all motherfuckers need to go.
can still go, even when you feel slow, you can still go, even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man,
and I fucking don't. This is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to be bone. Move with peace and love, and get your shit together, cause hustle hard. I've been making moves. Hey, I've been doing shit my way or the highway. Hey, anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient. Hey. And I do. I'm trying to slide by the energy, y'all, but y'all getting on my nerves. I never answer to no man, I still go. I'm out, y'all. Peace. Hey.